of the conversations we had, I remember.
You
I have,
gotta.
oh, you. Oh.
Screenshots are never
Yeah,
happening.
you got screenshots.
Yeah.
Got some evidence.
It wasn't typed out.
Got some niggers?
Oh, so you don't have evidence.
It was in
That's cool.
voice.
That's cool. It was in
Hey.
voice, so I typed it out in voice. Please.
No, you said it in voice.
I'm sure I probably haven't.
You did.
Okay, sure. But I'm a pagan, so.
No, you're mocking.
The not through pagan
One of my
fallacy.
favorite Wicca pagan practitioners in heavy metal or metal in general is Soli Erna. He got me into paganism.
Who's Gerald Gardner?
Sure, Gardner.
Gardner.
Gardner?
Hitler?
Hitler?
Heimler?
Gerald Hitler? What?
Is it Heimler?
Hitler?
Gardner? Gardner.
Gerald.
Really? Fucking.
Gardner. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Why are you saying those names?
I mean, I know the professor Jared Gardner, but
Alright,
Who's
can we
Silver?
can we
who's
get
Silver-
off the pagan shit? And can we
Well,
discuss the Holocaust?
If he changes his name, then yes.
why would I?
The Holocaust.
Why is my name triggering you?
It's just annoying. I'm sick of people doing that. Like, I just want to talk normally.
I didn't bring it up. Well, I told Killstarter that I'm Santa Claus, but that was earlier when you weren't in here. I was giving him a lesson. I was giving him a lesson. In
You could just change it to Santa, and that's it.
no, people have to know that there's a misconstrued version of the Christian Santa, which isn't real.
Santa isn't Christian.
I know.
Like, honestly, like,
I didn't know that. Hey, that's pretty cool.
Santa
something I
wasn't.
don't know.
Santa's not in the Bible.
Santa was
no fucking shit. I didn't say he was Christian. I said there's
Jesus wasn't even born on December 25th, for Christ's sakes.
Yeah, Jesus was born sometime.
June.
Born
He was
sometime in
born
June
in
or
June.
July. Yeah, he was born midsummer. So I mean, come on, Gordon.
But every single time when you're gonna go to a Christian and say, actually, Jesus was born in June, they're gonna go, shut the fuck up!
Yeah, I don't know where you got where you think I said that fucking Santa was a Christian when I said there's a misconstrued version of Santa that people think is Christian, which isn't true.
Oh, Santa was totally a Christian.
Oh yeah, he was totally a Christian.
He always
Yeah, I
brought the
love the
children.
Holocaust.
Brought the children nice toys and mac and cheese.
Pagan, or not pagan. Killstarter, what's your favorite food of all time?
My favorite what?
Your favorite food?
Oh, my favorite food.
My
Anything
history
with
lesson?
meat.
Oh, anything with meat?
I'll eat just about any
That's
kind.
a lot of things.
Yeah, like I'll eat just about any kind.
What about lasagna?
No.
It has meat in it.
No.
Depends what kind of lasagna. Not all lasagna has meat.
I tried lasagna and I didn't like it.
Lasagna's good.
I don't like the pasta.
Hey, Raging, I want your opinion on something. Doesn't Edge Queen kind of sound like Casey Tron?
Yeah, if it's possible, like, is it possible? Is there such thing as like alligator meat or something like that?
Alligator meat, yeah.
Yeah, like I would fucking want to try that.
Super nigger meat.
Come on, dude.
Who wouldn't want to try that?
I've had tried it. It's like it's rubbery chicken kind of.
That's awesome.
Edge Queen, seriously, why do you think I'm not pagan?
Okay, name 5 gods that aren't Greek.
that aren't Greek.
Go.
What?
Go.
Oh, can I get on this?
Who?
Yeah, you probably know. You
Thor.
probably studied. You
Odin.
like mythology.
Ra,
Yeah.
Anubis. Um,
Yeah, there's Bel. There's Brigid.
Vishnu.
They have Osiris. They have Odin. They have Thor.
Who are some other gods? No,
Loki.
Who's
They have
Hathor?
Seth.
What about, okay,
Seth.
okay, wait.
Yeah.
Would you
Techno.
count the Roman gods? Or would you not? Because they're
Aren't Roman gods just
copies
ripped
of-
off Greeks?
Yes, they are.
They
like
have Uko.
Jupiter.
Hitler Gandalf?
They have the Shinigami.
Mm.
What I must ask, what specifically does naming
Gods
a
in
whole heap of gods
paganism.
have,
What does
have
that
to do
prove
with?
to you?
Yes, exactly. It doesn't prove anything. It doesn't prove a specific belief structure. It doesn't prove
Yeah, in a
anything you'll
pagan,
follow.
it's just a person.
Pagan is pagan
pagan-
as a concept is so utterly vague. It means nothing.
Yeah.
It means
Well,
nothing
let me tell
at
you
all.
how vague of it. The actual definition of a pagan.
I
is a
know the
person holding-
definition.
Got it.
It's
A
an
person
umbrella
holding
term.
religious beliefs other than those of main world religions.
Yes, it's true.
Then
So anything like fucking obscure ass religions.
Hinduism, shamanism.
You know, not Hinduism. That's a main world religion.
No, no, anything that's not Christianity, Judaism, or Islam falls under the term.
It says the main world religions.
it comes from Latin, which is that those which do not believe that we do, which can be interpreted basically as anything that's not particularly mainstream. It is not to do specifically with Abrahamic religions. It's because it also refers to the time before Christianity. The Romans still referred to Germanic tribes as being pagan. It's got nothing to do with Abrahamic religion.
And another word for pagan was Latin paganus, which in Christian Latin was heathen, which meant one not enrolled in the army of Christ. So
basically, we're all heathens here.
No.
Yeah, and
basically,
I think I also think in Deuteronomy it says
Latin,
to
yeah.
kill the non-believers, which that includes atheists.
Yeah.
the Norn believers.
I remember this because that night, what's his face? Darth Dawkins. Yeah. Brett's chat when he was talking about the Christian God, what heinous acts he committed, what has he ever said about killing atheists, whatever. Then I found Deuteronomy, kill the atheists.
What did he say to that?
I couldn't get a chance to speak because Brett, and also I was busy with my brother.
Oh yeah, that's what you wanted to ask.
Yes,
Hey,
until later on.
Well, let me tell you how pagan I am, okay? So, during the summer, right, I hand carved a staff. I took all the bark off of it, I sanded it, I sprayed it with polyurethane like 4 times.
A dildo.
Yeah, that was. And you know what I did? I put some ancient rune carvings. For
What kind?
protection, defense, and attack. I put those.
How much attack does it give you?
Attack, like.
Yeah, the Bible says
Helps.
kill the infidels.
Yeah, you gotta kill the infidels with the pole.
You get like a movement speed bonus.
Attack is on the
Fine.
top, defense is on the bottom, and protections.
So you're playing D&D in real life.
Heroes, Deuteronomy 17. If there to be found among you within thy gates, which the Lord thy God giveth thee, man or woman, and hath their wicked sight of the Lord thy God, by transgressing his convert 3, and hath gone to serve other gods, worship them, either the sun or moon or any host of heaven, which I have not commended. 17:4 It has told thee that thou hast heard of it, inquired diligently, told it be truth. Thing certain in such abomination is wealth of Israel. 17:5 Then shalt thou bring forth the man or that woman which have committed the thing that unto thy gates, and even that man and that woman, and shalt stone them with stones till they die.
Yeah, yeah, I knew all that. I basically knew they killed anyone who didn't believe as they did or tried to convert them, and if they didn't
Oh
convert.
wait, you mean Deus Vult? God's will?
I have a feeling if I was reading this out.
You mean when the Christian knights went out into foreign lands, and if people didn't convert, they fucking killed them?
I have a feeling if I was reading this to a Christian, they would say, "What fanfic is this?"
Lit as fuck, nigga.
So, Edge Queen, will you now accept your fate that I am a pagan?
I don't believe you are a pagan. If you're a pagan, you wouldn't be such a dick.
Okay. Well, if you're a pagan, you wouldn't be such a...
What a lovely no true Scotsman fallacy.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
No,
I really don't care. I'm not trying to. Aiden's a fucking troll.
Why are you denying my religion?
It's not your religion. I know for a fact it isn't.
How do you know for a fact? I listed off every single thing that you wanted.
I'm fine.
Herbs.
I know. Oh, I'm 80% sure.
80% sure. No, it's not better.
There, I'm 80% sure
no,
that
but
you aren't.
my problem is
I've
that
given you all the information and facts. I have proven
my particular problem here though is I have never heard you actually explicitly explain your belief structure. It seems extremely vague. No, you haven't. It's extremely vague. It doesn't mean anything. And when we actually ask what you believe, you say, I'm pagan. What sort of pagan? Eclectic pagan. That doesn't really mean anything. It's too vague. Well, that's what I am. Well, you can't say that. Eclectic pagan is just an amalgamation of any fucking religion you want. It means nothing. If you can't explicitly tell me what you actually believe in a structural way, you aren't a pagan. You're just doing it for attention.
Yeah. Are you a Wicca?
I'm not,
are you
actually. It's what I really...
Are you a Gaia-theorist? Are you a fucking Neo-Norse paganism? I'm a Neo-Norse paganism. Dude, I love the Norse gods.
See, this is a problem in the pagan community.
What? When people call you out for not actually having a structured pagan belief?
Yeah.
I do have a structured belief.
Okay, what are you?
What is it? What is your structured belief?
Why should I explain it to you? All you've been doing is trolling me.
Because
how are we trolling you?
What I don't think you understand here is that
you started that harassment the other day.
We changed our name to Pagan, and you got mad.
And you followed me around everywhere, all of you, and everyone kept moving. That wasn't funny.
The only one that was moving was Al Gore's paganism.
No. The admins kept moving everyone into the room I was in.
Well, then the other people didn't have a choice because the admins moved them.
Yeah, the admins are all in cahoots.
It was Die.
It's a conspiracy. Yes, it was Die. Die did it.
The Irish, of course. You're blaming the Irish now. The leprechauns.
Yeah.
Okay.
You were there. You saw what happened. Weren't they being moved?
Well, I did see like most of the shit was going on, but I didn't really understand like what the fuck it was about.
Hey, so Plez, tell me what branch of paganism you are.
But
I've told you.
But since it was about you though, Edge Queen, I actually want to see that kind of shit happen to me in some relation.
Dude, Neo-Norse paganism is my branch. What's your branch, Edge Queen?
I don't have a specific branch. That's why I picked eclectic.
That doesn't mean anything.
Oh my god.
I've explained it doesn't mean anything. Eclectic means you can basically find this obscure religion out in the arse end of nowhere and then bolt it onto that and say, I believe in that now. What do you believe? You haven't structured anything. It's far too vague.
Why can't I have my own spiritual beliefs?
Because you don't have any. You have not specified them. You don't specify anything.
Like Brett Keane who says, I'm a God believer.
It's so vague,
What
it's
kind of
not
God
funny.
believer are you? Are you a Christian? Are you a Muslim? Are you a Jew?
I don't want to explain it to you because you'll laugh at me.
I don't understand why Brett just says God believer when he can't.
Did they laugh at me for saying I'm a neo-paganism?
He says he was a Christian, Brett.
Yeah, but
He used to.
yeah, but when he says God believer, I don't understand why he can't just say like agnostic or something like that.
Yeah, he's a Christian.
I mean, even a fairly secular Christian can say, I believe in God. I believe, this teaching. Other than that, don't really care. You haven't said what fundamental concepts you base your life on. You haven't said you follow any kind of ideology. You haven't said you.
I base my life on Okay, you know how karma works, basically.
You know,
Yes.
One part of it.
But you know what I think you base your life on? Supernatural. That's what I think.
No,
You
I
watch
don't.
Supernatural.
No, that and My Name is Earl.
I've studied for years.
What have you studied for years?
But you can't give us a specific branch that you are. Besides Wicca, there's other shit.
And
Eclectic is a specific type of paganism.
no, it's not.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
You mean Celtic?
If
It's
you
a
haven't,
specific type of paganism because I don't stay on one branch because I believe all the gods are basically the same thing that comes from one universal source.
yes, but you can't actually explain to the T what your actual belief structure is on that. It's just they come from a certain source. Well, okay, so you've bolted in every single religion there is then, without understanding how those religions work, the belief structures of those religions, or anything like that. It's just the gods exist in all the religions at the same time, and they're all bolted together, they're all the same thing, so they're all this fucking fucked up little amalgamation of this ball of gods, and that's all it is. It means nothing.
Yeah,
I believe the energy in the universe and the belief of the people manifested the different gods, goddesses, etc.
You just said they're all the same god.
Okay, you know what that can cover?
It all comes from the same source. Basically the same energy of the universe.
Yeah, yes, but the problem is that what you're saying here is that you're not looking at the specific cultural significance of these gods that had on these people and the belief structures of those. The reason that people can't, like with the Nordic pagans and with their idea of Odin and things like that, and Thor and Odin and things like this, is that fundamentally, culturally, they were a warring society. They based a lot of their values and kind of moral systems on their warrior status, and that's why they had a very strong masculine god in that regard. It's a belief structure based on their society. You're not looking at any of that. You're just looking at their gods. They're all magical fucking people that live in the sky, and that's all they are. They don't have any social significance other than they just exist, and therefore magical energy that come out of people's asses and then waft up into the universe. You don't have a specific structure to any of your religious ideas. Nothing. You don't see anything to do with the cultural aspects to anything. You don't see the significance of why these gods were the way they were, and it just seems.
I do know that.
No, you don't. You don't at all. You have been unable to specify anything I've asked you, anything anyone's asked you about your religious ideals. at all. You don't base it on anything. You
You
don't.
know what I've done? I've been able to specify.
And that's the thing.
Stick to one question first. One. Give me one.
Give you one. What is the basis of your religious ideology?
When you mean basis, what do you mean? Like, give me an example.
What do you actually believe in regards to how you should carry your life, how you structure your religious ideas, how it all came into being, and
Okay, I believe in reincarnation. That's one thing, and I believe the reason it happened is because people need to learn different lessons in different lives, and basically they build up this what we call karma, and whatever you do in this life
So
basically affects how well your next one goes, and there's lessons you learn in each one.
okay, so that's got that. You've taken that
call
smack.
yourself a pagan
You've
when
taken
you're
that
a
smack.
Buddhist?
You've taken that smack bang from Hinduism and Buddhism. and
A lot of people believe in reincarnation.
yes, but that
And a lot
concept
of them are
karma.
Buddhists and Hindus.
Yes, but that concept of karma and things like that all comes from Buddhist and Hinduist kind of ideas. Of course, there are other religious ideologies that follow, the concept of reincarnation. But the vast majority of those come from Hinduism and Buddhism. But the problem is with that is that you have... It seems like you don't really understand a lot of the basis of what these religions are, how they do that, the history of these religions and that sort of thing, that you're basing a lot of your ideas from. You're just taking things that you like, chuck them in a pile, and saying, there we go, that's my religion. It doesn't work like that.
It's very personal. That's why it's different from structured religions such as Catholicism.
It's hopelessly fickle. It means nothing. It's so paper thin. It's not funny. It's like you chuck shit together and paper mache it, and there you go. That's your religious ideas. It means nothing.
Why do I have to choose from things that are structured when I could look and study and find things that make more sense?
Because you're not basing anything off a genuine belief structure. You're not basing anything off an ideal. You're just taking things that you like, chucking it in a circle, saying, I'm pagan now, I'm special. That's my identity.
No, that's not how it is at all.
Well, it's exactly what you're doing, and it's exactly your behavior, and exactly what we are seeing.
You just don't like...
No, it's not that. No, that is not what I said.
If someone doesn't agree with you doesn't mean they don't like you.
It's to do with your behavior. It's the behavior of this. It's you use this, you bolt this onto your personality, and you say, this is me. Look at me. Look at the thing that I have that makes me special. And it's when we go down into the deeper aspect of it, it is so fickle. It's not funny. That is why people think it's fucking stupid. Is because you're using it for attention. That is the problem.
No, I'm not, actually.
Well, why do you keep bringing it up? That it's just pagan, 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 pagan. Okay, well, what is your belief structure? I literally just grab things that I read on the internet and chuck them in a circle, and that's me. I'm pagan. It's bizarre and it's silly. And not many people...
You believe all religions are silly.
I believe... Yes,
When did you say that?
The problem is that whilst I don't follow religion because I am at the point here where I say I don't follow religious doctrine because I kind of go through things and thinking that the idea of a one magical being that lives in a sky, to me, does not... It doesn't work logically. I don't like the idea of pondering something that most likely does not exist. It could, but it most likely doesn't, and telling me how I should live my life and how I should base my values on things. I don't necessarily think they're silly. In fact, there are aspects of religion that are logical, in the sense that human beings have a tendency to want to find structure in their lives and find answers with things, and when they can't find a logical answer, they tend to kind of wander, and the concept of a deity that created everything seems like the most plausible answer to that. And then what they do is they base the basis of their ideals, their morals, their structure around their society and around their belief structure. Religion's a complex thing. It's far too complex to be able to just grab things from everywhere and chuck it in a circle and say that's it, which is what you're doing. You are not establishing a belief structure. You're making a blanket, fickle kind of statement that you're pagan, and then leaving it at that. And then when coming across criticism that you are not pagan in the sense that you don't have a belief structure, you get the shits and you say you hate me. You just hate me because fuck you. I don't. It's a personal thing, and no. It makes no sense. That is the problem. And that is why people find it utterly ludicrous. Because you make such a fickle thing an entire part of your identity, and it's fucking silly.
Shit.
Pack it up, boys.
We're going home.
We're going home.
Holy
Fever.
shit.
So what do you have to say in response to that, Edge Queen?
Hey guys, did you hear that Kane from WWE is running for mayor of Knox County?
Oh yeah. Ben brought that up. I was lecturing.
Does that mean dead?
Well, that meme is like a cockroach, it can never really die.
God damn.
Any attempts to kill it just make it stronger.
Thanks a lot, Paul. Thanks, Obama.
Edge Queen, at least you're white.
Oh my god.
Okay, who the fuck would Obama car in?
Is that the Imperial March on physics?
Thomas,
I thought it was the Imperial March for a second there.
ban something. Can you mute this guy here?
No. Why? He muted himself.
I would have loved that, the Imperial March on a